When some of the inventory items you sell to customers is not charged all taxes in your jurisdiction, you can specify sales tax exceptions. Configure them either directly on the inventory item or related product code record. Sales tax setup for an inventory record is found on the Sales Tax Exceptions tab. This list of sales tax codes can remain empty if no tax exemptions apply and is calculated solely based on customer settings. You only need to enter something here when a tax jurisdiction is either fully exempt or partially exempt by province. To add an exception, highlight an empty row and either click the plus button or click again in the sales tax code cell. Select the desired sales tax code from the list, and the name will be displayed for clarity. Leave the Tax Applies checkbox blank to indicate that this tax jurisdiction is not used when this item is on a sales order, or enable it to calculate tax. If provincial exemptions apply, such as for the provincial sales tax portion of a harmonized sales tax, you can select which provinces don't charge tax for this sale. These provincial rebates can be set separately for each tax code. You can also include notes in a memo field in order to track reasons for the exemption or for other purposes. It's less efficient to set the same sales tax exceptions on every record within a particular group of inventory items. You can also create similar tax exceptions on product codes, which in turn affect all associated inventory items. When you edit a product code, you will see the Sales Tax Exemptions tab that works in exactly the same ways on items. Choose the sales tax code, tax applied, and provincial rebates where applicable. If required, you can still set sales tax exceptions on inventory items belonging to product codes that have exemptions defined, if you need to create a tax exception to the product code exception. Another place where you can set up sales tax exemptions is on levy codes. Where levies have tax exemptions, you can edit the record to define tax codes that do not apply. The tax rebate options are not used with levies. If you have a high volume of tax exceptions for either items or product codes, you might choose to import them rather than editing individual records. There are two import types for inventory sales taxes and inventory product code sales taxes that you can choose to accomplish this. The file for importing will need to have the inventory or product codes, the sales tax code, and any settings you want to define. When a sales order is entered for a taxable customer, the defined sales tax codes will be on the order, including any customer tax exemptions. When an item on the order and its product code both do not have any sales tax exceptions, the full amount of sales tax will be calculated. If the item or product code has an exception that either doesn't apply tax or provincial rebate applies, then a zero amount will be calculated for that tax jurisdiction. Any levy on an item will have its tax rules used for calculation, independent from the item. Should a specific scenario occur where a tax exemption needs to be changed, if you have user security access to editing the tax flags, then you can make that modification. If you would like more information about Spire Accounting, access the link in the description below to our homepage. Read the online manual help for additional assistance. Watch more videos from this playlist. And subscribe to the Spire YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.